Hello, my name is Renuka and today we are doing the Hero Arts Kit, some card with the unboxing. I'm a little bit late to post this just because of some technical glitch, but I hope you enjoy this video and you will get more idea that what to do, and soon I will come with the different video and different ideas that how you can get more from your products. Hello friends, my name is Renuka and today is unboxing plus some ideas with the Hero Arts my monthly kit. So it came in this kind of box with one idea card, okay, and this having some calligraphy stamp and something like the texture stamp and the general message, some infinity dies. So they just put this in the box and I open it and see it like what inside. This is not the first time I'm opening it, so I want to show you. It came with this pigment ink. It's a kind of metallic color pigment ink and it's in small size. I never have this kind of size, I can say. It's in rose gold. Oh wow, I don't have rose gold. I have the copper color, golden color, but not a rose gold. Okay, so this, and then other goodies with the small zip bag is this. They came in this big ceiling stamp. I quite to open it and kind of play with it little bit so that I can show you the backgrounds. But yeah, it came with this big stamp. I'll show you that what else this stamp can do. And then this big beautiful stamp, I think it's a lots of 15-16 stamp with all the sentiments that you are a star, have a stealing star day, reach out the star out of this world, wishing you the best. So this is kind of, you can use this kind of year around. And they also put here the kit content, like clear stamp, which is this one 6x8 with the 15 coordinating dies with this, the golden pigment mini ink pad, as well as these 4 sheets of peach black cardstock 5.5 8.5, and this is like very thick one. So yeah, and these are the coordinated dies. So if you watch my channel or if you're a fan of the Hero Arts, you know that some years before they have their this kit, which is coming 2017 in the April, I think. And which one is this one? This is also came in the Hero Art with the matching dies. So at that time I started the Galaxy series in my YouTube channel, and I make quite a card with them, and by mixing and matching the products with them, and I use little bit of other products also. I'll show you, and that is kind of a thing that I'll show you some pictures here. So it came with this star stencil also. So you are like, why you are showing all this stuff with this kit? Because they gonna coordinate together very well, that's why I'm showing you. With this kit I buy few of the extra things also. Like I buy the white pearl hero paste. Yeah, I never used this. This is the first time I will be use this. And I have some shimmery sprays, some mica sprays with me, and I buy few more sprays like with the distress stain sprays. I don't have much of the pigmentings. I have this small cubes of Hero Art and some small cubes from the Salmonses and other stuff, but I don't have much of the pigment inks. And why I'm talking here about the pigment inks, I'll show you in a while. But what I want to share is, this is not just an unboxing. I will share the lots of ideas. If you watch my channel before, when I started, I used to share lots of ideas with the kids, and then I make some card with them. So in first video of the unboxing I will just share the ideas, and maybe I'll use those idea or maybe not. but I definitely put the links below of the Galaxy card series and where I make the cards, because you can apply the same techniques and stuff with this kit also. So first of all, we'll talk about this stamp. And I tried this stamp, and first of all I just put this distress cubes, make these kind of stuff and spray little bits of spray, and then I get this kind of blotch effect. You can see it's not that good. Then I do it again. This is the watercolor paper. Then I do it again with a different kind of paper, which is kind of a plain cardstock, Sanina cardstock. And then I got this. So how I got this? Then I use these inks from the, like, I tried these inks from the Hero Arts to do that. So I don't have those pigment inks much with me, but if you have, you can put those with the sponge dauber or the sponge thing on this, and then you can stamp it. I'll show you how I did this. But I use the distress inks, and they also give this kind of effect, and I'll show you that how this is the first impression and this is the second impression I got with this one. So this is a kind of quite a delicate stamp. You can see that how these small impressions kind of getting here, and I get all these backgrounds. So yeah, we will definitely use this. I'll show you how I create these backgrounds. And but before that, I want to show you the another stamp which is came in this. So this is called the bold prints. So the difference between these two stamps are they kind of same, but you can see the embossing out there, and this is like impressions. So I go ahead and stamp some of the, by using this stamp, I go ahead and stamp some of the images, and I will show you that how you can create a different background for this. So first, I just use this VersaFine star ink. This is kind of catching little bit light, so you can create a very subtle background with this. Like, I'll switch off the light so that you can see. You can create a very subtle background with this, like, you know, you have just impression, and whatever color paper you have, you will get a dark color impression with this one. If you don't have this dazzling one, you can use the normal VersaFine ink. Any embossing ink will do. And then those who don't like to create much on the cards, definitely I'll show you the more ideas with this, like how to create the galaxy background. But if you have this kind of paper or pad which is already having lots of colors in it, you can use this. And I'll show you that how I use this cardstocks and making by this stamp. I make this impression. Now you can see that how beautiful it is. I just emboss it with the VersaFine ink, and I use the Wow Heat embossing powder for this. So this is the like paper before, and then if you stamp, you will get this one. So I choose quite a color, and we can add more distress oxides colors to this to get this kind of stuff. You can go with the plain paper and white. So galaxy is like a blacks and blues most of the times, but this time we will create from these backgrounds to new kind of thing. For the regular galaxy one, I already heat stamp it and emboss this one with the ink, and this one is kind of the red, and I put the black fine embossing powder, and it is real life. It looks so nice, like, you know, it's like catching light. I hope you can see it. So I create all these backgrounds, and we're gonna turn all this into the cards, but just I want to show you that how you can do this. And another thing is just go in your things and see that what you have with, like, maybe you have some kind of other dyes. So like this moon dye, which also came with the Simon's kit, not Simon's, it's come in the Hero Arts Safari kits a long years back. I have this cards, and the same way I have this a starry background kind of sealing stamp. So in the I will show you these videos where I use this stamp and I created lots of backgrounds there. And this is also a really fine and nice kind of stuff where I use the lots of ink and watering, and then I just heat emboss them in white. And this, I use this moon die also. So it's a big kind of moon die, and you can put this, after die cutting you can put your moon like this inside it. So I already created some of the cards by using them. So you will get more idea that how you can make the what do you say, the this galaxy theme cards. And then I'll show you that this one. So yeah, so this image I just created with the watercolor and little bit of the kind of resistant, water resistance, but you can create it with normal simple watercolor and you will get this. And for particularly this die, you can see this die, I have this die with me right now, so I will show you. So you can incorporate what you have already in all these kits. You don't have to, you know, see, just see. So what I do, I put all my starry background in a one big Ziploc bag, and then this is the die cut I'm talking about, and you will get this kind of impression with it. So here again I'm using the same paper, and you can just add little bit of colors, darker colors all around, and you can stamp some of the stars and you will get this. But I just want to show you what kind of product I will use in between rather than using the kit. I will show you kit only products also. And this, I bought another stencil from the Hero Arts, like the clouds, little bit of sun and grass here. You can create your own stencils with the cloud. How I'll give it that series. I must you must go and watch that series. You will get a lot of idea with before starting your cards. So you can create lots of galaxy card. Then this die is came in the Simons's. This is the free die came, and you will get this. This is also from the Hero Arts. So I already die cut out it with the white water paper, and you can see this, all the galaxy themes is going on here, like small rockets and everything. So we can incorporate all this stuff in the cards, and we can. So here we just need to stamp the things, and I'm just removing this dies inside, which is like double dies, so that I can die cut them in a one time. If you want to do mass production, not mass production, but you have to do the fast work, or otherwise you can cut the dies in single way also. So here I will show the both the process, that how you can put the dies and die cut out them. Either you put your dies and put the your stamps on them, and I did that, and sometimes it's not really perfect, so let's see what works for you, because it's a different thing for different people. But yeah, I do this with the Versa fine ink, Simon's black ink, as well as I stamp these with the embossing powder, and you use the black embossing powder to get more out of it. So here I'm just placing them. I'm using the big misty, and then I will put the whole stuff together to, like, you know, the stamp. And then I'm kind of a little bit struggling, then I just fixed it, and then I stamp it. And you can use any water soluble or pigment ink, whatever you want after the coloring. So yeah, the stamps are really good, the stamps really well, and as I told you before, that they're gonna match with the previous kits or whatever you have with you. Here I'm using the sticky pad also, Britsmo sticky pad, to stay it properly. Then I use the Versa fine ink because it's not stamping well with the same ink. So here's the another way, you die cut out first with your die cut stamps and then put them inside the die cut out pieces. Here I just remove those die cut out pieces to place them inside. Now you can put those pieces again inside and use those, or you can use the another paper to stamp these. So these are 2-3 ways that how you can stamp and get more from it. And then this is for the background stamp. I just use the Distress Oxides and put that in the celestial background, and make sure that you remove your big foam pad of the misty from it. So I get this kind of impression with it. I really liked it, but it's really wet, and whenever you spray the colors of it, so go a little bit further. And this is for the second generation stamping, so I get more out of those colors. So this is the another way. Rather than using the misty, you can put your card directly on the stamp and you will get the another impression. You can put the paper also on it to get more out of it. And then I've just heat set it because I don't want to mix those colors. I want to put those colors as it is in the paper. And you can see that the first impression and the second impression, second impression is a little bit dull, but still we can use that. And then I quickly rinse off the things, and then I decided to go with the glaze, and then I don't have that glaze paper. So anyways, then I decorate out it with the Simon Says Stitch Rectangle nesting dies, and then I put some mist on it. I put the pearl powder in that, and then it is not that intense, so I use the Hero Art Incandescent spray, and it gives that shine and look and everything to it. And you can see that I use the same box which came in a kit, and then I decided to add more. I just put them, all of them, to little bit dry, to get little bit dry. And then I use this Distress Oxides and some Distress inks to color this background. This paper is already printed, so when you put the white heat embossing powder, it kind of stand out. But I want more color. You can put a black also. Black shoot color is the best Distress Oxide and Distress inks color for using this kind of technique. So I'm here using and mixing all my Distress inks as well as Distress Oxide, and I'm just kind of searching the perfect color which is on the paper. So no right and wrong here. You can do like what you have, and if you don't have, you can do the same technique on white paper also. It will also give the best effect. Then I spray a little bit of water. Here I'm not using the Tim Holtz like spray, the splatter spray. I'm using the small spritz, and then it's a little bit more wonky and with the water. So then I just decided to put all these cards after drying little bit with the weight on the side. And meanwhile I decided to color these small images which came in the kit, and here I want to color them with the Zeke clean color water-based markers. You can use anything, you can use other medium also. And then I thought, why not add some more glitter and glimmer to it. So then you can see that how I changed my idea. But yeah, this is the blending pen. I just want to get a little bit of shadow on that staircase which is going to the clouds. So first I decided to add the Winkazilla pen and little bit shimmer to it, but then like it is not that standing out, like I want more something. So I decided to grab my watercolor, and these are the watercolors I have, which is like on the metallic colors. I just put down little bit of water drops in them to activate them, and then I just started coloring. I used the 000 brush to do that, because these images are pretty small, but just because of that black embossing powder, they're gonna stay inside. So this kind of embossing helps when you want to color the small images. They're not gonna spread out of that line. And then I'm just using all these 6 or 7 colors, not using much colors. I only have those, and I'm kind of making combination of it. Here I'm not much concerned about how the exact planet will look, how the earth will look. It's green and blue. How does Neptune or Saturn will look with his ring. But yeah, here I'm just choosing the colors, which kind of the eye pleasant or which looks good to my eyes at that time. You can choose any combination you want, or you can use directly a pen, and then you can sprinkle or add some Winkazilla pen on it to add more shimmer and glitter. I love this but these balloons are attached with that string, so you can cut out each balloon and then you can draw the strings with the Sharpie or any permanent marker. That will also do. Here this time I didn't do anything. I just want to post some quick cards with all this coloring and things. So I just add the silver to the stars and the clouds, and then I decided to add more colors to this kind of little kid astronaut kind of things, and their suits, so that add more glamour. And make sure that you already make your background so much busy and so much color, so whatever color you are using, you should put in your mind that they look good on those backgrounds. Or you can put a simple plain white or black background or dark blue background, that will also do. So after coloring all these small images, I was like, I need more, means I use all of the images to color at once, means I make my backgrounds at once, I post them at once, and then I make colors of all this at once. So I use this skin color tone from the Zig Clean Color markers, and I want to make their hairs. These are the very tiny areas, so I don't have much room to do the shading or much room to do, but still I want little bit of highlights in their hair. So I kind of grab the brown and grayish colors, and then I draw the small hairs lines with the tip of the marker. I don't have to be more correct for this, it's just I'm adding the colors there, and you can create more colors by adding the mixing those colors or adding white in these shimmery colors, and they're gonna pop really well on these images. Like this, I want the pink color for this girl's dress, but I don't have pink, so I just drop pinch of the red color in the white, and I get that pink astronaut suit. I know it's weird, but yeah, pink astronaut suit sounds well. And then this shooting star and other stuff. So yeah, I go a little bit offline with that. And then some of the images I don't use in or like I didn't use all the images on my card, but I just want them to handy with me to see that how they looks. But this stamp set is so good that we can create a nice big kind of galaxy background, and then we can put all these images and kind of write a dream or something. I'm kind of planning that kind of a wall hanging or a wall piece for my kids' room, that I can put all these galaxy things and big paper, and then I will put all this stuff together. I know the moon and sun and everything goes together is not sense, but yeah, it's a dream, so you can do anything. And then I'm just using the 2 shades of yellow here. So it took a little bit of time to draw all these images. So yeah, I just put them little bit away while I'm doing the other work. So I don't do the cards like I start with the one card and then I do with another card. I show you the same process how I do my background first, or sometimes I color my images first. And now while they are drying, I just decided to give more pop of color to these panels. Here I choose the pastel yellow color, the light yellow color with the recreation stocks. It is like 6.5 lb because I don't want much bulk to it, but same time I choose that yellow. You can choose the pink or sky blue, whatever color is in your background matching to that. I just choose the yellow to balance out the yellow color, because I use the yellow color very less, only where the sun is like embossed I use that. And then I'm kind of eyeballing and cutting with the big scissors. Here you don't have, for the matting you don't have to measure anything, you just eyeball it and you just kind of cut it down, and that will work for you. And sometimes it's go a little bit wrong, but still it's okay. And then I just flatten out those cards and make sure that those sticks very well on the panel. And then I'm just cutting a little bit more cards. I want this like a black color card base, so I choose my cardstock, and then it's not come in the kit. I use all this paper in my stash, and then I just decided to make a tall card. I love the tall cards, and most of the times I choose the dark shade in the background. I love that way. And then inside I put another card, so in that way that gives some heaviness and sturdiness to the card, as well as you have that beautiful inside also. So here I'm just eyeballing and putting the same color cardstock inside the card, and then I'll put the this what we just matted that cardstock on it. And then I'll do maybe for 3 or 4 for this the cardstock I made. You can use the dark blue color or the purple color, that will also good, that will also look nice to it. And this is the second generation stamping, but still it will work for our card. And then I'm just cutting the excess, so I have 3 backgrounds now. I'm just putting all these images there and see that what look best on what, just because of my imagination, but you can do like your thing. And then I already stamp the sentiments come in the kit on the black cardstock with the white embossing powder. I use the Wow embossing powder here. And then I'm kind of thinking that which image and which this sentiment goes with the card. And then I'm just putting all my sentiments there, and kind of I'm not sure how they look. And then I'm okay with that, I just decided to cut it. So here I choose the black color, and it kind of bound together with that black colored cardstock base. But then I decided that maybe I have give little bit outline with the white or yellow color cardstock. And then I have some papers in my stash which is already colored, and then I use those also, because you know the small things adds little thing adds the things to your card. So yeah, I have this scrap of paper, and I decided to use that because I just eyeball it and pencil it, put a pencil mark there, and then I cut out the stripe with it so that I can stick these small sentiments on it. Those colors gonna match with already the background colors, because I choose the same kind of color combination here. So it's just that. But if you don't have these kind of, you can just color your big panel and you can cut out the strips from that. The same way the same ink you can use which you use in the distress ink backgrounds, or you can put the white also. These foam darts are from scrapbook.com. I have a little bit hard time to removing those stickers, but yeah, everything is like a little bit more than that. So I really suggest you to see more ideas on my Galaxy card series. I'll make sure to link that at the end of the video as well as in the description, so you will get more idea that how you can use the stuff you have, or you will get more idea that how to create the Galaxy backgrounds. I love this kit because this is the like all around card, all year around card. Like you can use them very wisely with the birthdays, get well soon, or to encourage someone, or to congratulate someone. In fact, for a love theme also. So yeah, and then I'm kind of struggling that which sentiment I use here, but most of the times I use whatever I die cut out, and I'm just placing them all around. It's just the assembly of the cards, nothing else. And here you can use the white paper if you don't want to go to the all through the things like coloring and then making the panel. So you can use the scrap if you have, and if you don't have, you can give the white borders to it. So main thing is kind of you will get a more sturdiness with it. Now for the same background you can create a total shaker card, and you can stick that boy inside or outside, and you can put the sentiment outside or heat emboss it, so it will be the great sticker card also. And for this card, it's just star and things are hanging around, and I just want to put them, and sometimes I put a more glue. I should I should learn how to put the glues again. And then I used all the things I have. So then I just stick those, and to cover that, so should they not hanging in there, I put the cloud die there, and then the shooting star, and all the things are nothing makes much difference. This girl is kind of blowing those stars, and she's catching the shooting stars, the story, and then the boy is catching those stars. So yeah, then I thought all those already stamps, whatever I sentiments, that is not working with this card. So I just choose a make a wish for this card, and I don't want to go to again the process of heat embossing, so I just stamp it with the white ink, white pigment ink. Just make sure whenever you use the pigment ink, it look a little bit too more time to dry, and yeah, so you can smoosh that ink, so little bit careful while using. And then I just put all the things together, and I'm very happy how they turn out. So you can, like, make 3 or 4 card to gift someone. You can give a box like this, or you can put a thank you, you can put anything. And then I'm trying to poke that hole and somehow I can't. Maybe I put the sticky thing back to it. Then I add the glossy accent to just pop up the things. Most of the times I use the glossy accent where the star and the moon is, so just they can pop little bit, nothing else. And then I gave a little bit time to dry those and decided to work on the next panel, which we already dry embossed and colored, and now it's, I think it is like workable in process. So I'm just buffing off the excess ink, and it looks so pretty. I don't want to cut it, so here I choose 5x7 card base. And yeah, the 5x7 card base, then I'm kind of deciding which part should I take. If I take this part, I'll cut this side. If I took this part, I will cut that sun, and I want everything. So then I decided, oh, why should not I put all these stars and moons together and kind of make a small panel or kind of a wall art, something like that. And it's really like I don't want to cut it, so I'm kind of searching for the perfect color in the background. And then I thought, okay, dark blue or shades of blue will look more good rather than white or black to it. And then it is a hard time for me to cut the card, so I decided to make like that size of card. Then I just become a little bit lazy to grab my 12x12 stash, so I just took a normal A2 size stash and then see that how much I needed to cut, and then very carefully I cut it those sides which are not properly embossed or kind of I can eliminate them. And where's the beautiful piece, I saved that. And then I took the whole piece and just put it on 5.5. And here I didn't cut it anything yet, I just decided to. Then I thought, okay, just give you a white border, so I use here 65 lb recreations paper, and this is very lightweight paper. You can use the foam also, like the foam sheet also. And then I thought, okay, now it's nice and bordered and shaded, and then I will use the this cardstock, like 8.5 inch cardstock. I fold it in half, and then I was like, I'm not happy with this, so I'm just kind of searching more paper in my stash. And then I like choose or pick those colors which is already in the that beautiful background of the star galaxy. And then I decided to use this paper, and all of them are recollections paper. Most of the times I buy them from the Michaels. I have lots of them, and they are lightweight paper, but still I use them. For the heavyweight, like if I want to use like the heat embossing or something, I use those papers, because most of the times I panel the card very much, so inside and outside the card gonna easily stand with that. And then I'm kind of searching for the right sentiments and all those moons and everything, and kind of placing those things which I have already colored and die cut. So sometimes just because of that you will get a more ideas that how you want to do your stuff, because sometimes it's happened that if you don't have the extra stuff in your hand, you are losing some combinations. So here I'm just searching for the best combination, which I think maybe someone think a different way. And then I just decided to add that sentiment, that fly to the moon. And I put that moon, it is not die cut out properly, so I cut out with the scissors. And then I put the like sentiment on the bottom, and then I put the sun on the top. And I want more shimmer to that moon, which is kind of, you know, highlight that moon, which kind of matches to the sentiment that fly me to the moon. So I add glossy accent, lots of glossy accent. So it gonna take a while to dry that card. And now this is a very odd size card, so you never got an envelope for the odd size card. So I decided to make an envelope for this card also. And yeah, so I just put those colored pieces for maybe the next project or the next card. I'm gonna save them. Today I will not use them. Then I choose a little bit dull color, like the grayish blue color cardstock for this. And here I'm just measuring. I'm not measuring, basically I'm just putting that card on it and seeing that how much is needed. You can properly measure it and divide it and do it like that. But when I make the custom DIY cards, I use just not to measure. This is my practice, and I just eyeball it. Sometimes it's not that perfect, but yes, it still work. At least you get an idea that how you can do. So basically whenever I do this kind of stuff, I need a same inside card, like the rectangle inside. We need that to cut in the same color cardstock, so that the envelope will look nice. So it is like 5.5 by 6, again quarter to 6, something like that. So I just cut it out little bit, and it's have enough room to stick the things, cause we have gonna flap it the things. And I'm just using the scissors. You can decorate it, you can use the punch on the one side, or you can use the border dies on the one side, and you can decorate your envelope also. Here I'm just making the basic DIY envelope which can fit for my card, and I'm just cut out the excess paper here. I'm not much concerned about the look of inside, because I'm gonna cover whole thing with that sheet, so basically it will look nice. And then I'm just buff off the excess glue and cut the small corners, which I think I should. And then here still my card is not dry, but I know that gonna fit inside this card, because it is a little bit bigger than that card. And then after all this, I thought this big envelope is looking some kind of not that good, so I choose this stamp and I put the VersaFine. This is a dazzle ink. It is having little bit of shine and starry finish in it, but you can use the normal VersaFine or any embossing ink. And then I'm just putting that stamp on my work surface and putting that envelope, and then just pressing it. So I thought, oh wow, that looks so cool, I can do it for all the other envelopes. So basically I did that for all the other envelopes also. You can use the colors also, like here I'm using the colors for the white one, and you can choose the same colors which you use for the creating the background for the star galaxy. I already suggest you to please go to that galaxy series and watch all of the galaxy cards. You're gonna get more ideas and you can create more out of your kit. And this is the only kit thing I do, but you can get the more out of your kit. And by the way, happy new year. So I hope this year I can make more videos. I wish you a healthy, prosperous life, and do more what you like to do. And see you in the next project. And until then, don't stop crafting, you do crafting. And sorry for posting this video late, something happened with it, as I told you. But yeah, I'll try to be in time. Sometimes I'm not, but still I will share, because I made this channel just for sharing. So I love to share with you guys. So have a crafty life and healthy life in this new year. Bye bye, take care.